yes. Hello all. It appears that F1 is on this weekend, and by which I mean it is. So yes, well, if you're heading down to Silverstone, then I envy you truly, because you're probably in for quite a good Grand Prix. I say probably very cautiously because it might not be, but hopefully it is. I'm hoping for the both of us, or all three of us, or however many is watching this video and me, that it is a good Grand Prix, because we're going there with two British Grand Prix champions, and I'm not sure of the last time when Britain as a whole could say 100% of our British F1 drivers are world champions. 100, yes. Well, it must have been quite a lot of years ago, I tell you. But anyway, yes. Oh, and it must be the first time in a while that they're going there in a competitive, that we've got two Britons going there in a competitive car. They're both, in the same car, really. Same machinery, same everything. And two British drivers fighting it out in the British car in the British Grand Prix. That, my friend, is rather quite a race to look forward to. I'm looking forward to that. This is quite a juicy steakerino, I think. Yes, well. Yes, and of course, a lot of people are saying that the rivalry is going to boil over between Button and Hamilton. But of course, much like they predicted Hamilton would whip Button in McLaren at the beginning of the season, he didn't. So, just be very, that's why I'm very cautious with things like these. That's why before the season started, I didn't say, I didn't jump on the bandwagon of McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull at the front. I just said, let's wait and see, because all these people predicting a four-way fight might not be right, and and we've never had a four-way fight for the instructors before, and and I know that and I thought the reason why we've never had one before is we can't, because it just, if it was a four-way fight, it wouldn't happen, because surely there'd be the other guys behind them would be getting quite a lot of points as well, so they wouldn't be far behind. So I find it hard to believe that four teams would be swapping the top step of the podium in one race to the next. And this hasn't happened this season. Well, it's more been a three-way fight. It's starting to become a two-way fight between McLaren and Red Bull. To be honest, I don't think Ferrari can win the driver's title. Well, I think, actually, I don't think Massa can win the driver's title. I think the constructor's title is vastly getting out of their hands. So, really they need to start winning races, getting back, start getting 1-2 results, and start rebuilding their challenge for the championship, because you ask me, it's going to be over soon. Mercedes as well, they're a team who everybody said would be at the front, and they're not. Well, they're reasonable. Well, they're not far off the front. They've had a couple of good races when they were on the podium with Nico. But the other driver, he's just not performing well since his return, and maybe he's forgotten how to cheat. Maybe it's just not working for him. There's a lot of excuses people can come up with. I'm going to turn the computer screen off. As to why he isn't performing, but the truth is he's too old, really. Well, he might be, actually, I don't know. It's a guess, really. Anyway, yes, I think, you know, at this point, you know, we've done half the races of the season. Well, 9 down, 10 to go, but you know, it's basically halfway, and I can't imagine any team apart from McLaren or Red Bull winning it at this stage, because you know, Ferrari maybe, but to be honest, I think Ferrari would have a lot of work to do from their position to catch these two and then to win it. So you know, I think Mercedes have to be honest, you know, they haven't got a chance. I mean, you know, they're 100 and what is it? 100 and they're about 130 points behind, if I can remember correctly, which is quite a lot. That's like 3 1-2s behind, so that is reasonably far. So yes, I would give up on this season if I was Mercedes. Focus on next season. But yeah, you know, they're still fighting for 4th really. I mean, Renault are quite rapidly developing their car, and you know, it's getting better. I think before, I think it was around Canada, or you know, Valencia, they said the car had improved by 3/4 of a second, so from the start of the season. So yeah, so it is quite interesting to see that, you know, they think that. I think Kubica has re-signed with Renault as well. He's got a 2-year extension of his contract, which ends in 2012 now, which is the end of the world if you believe in that, but I don't. So it's not the end of the world in my point of view, and you know, so you know, so if you believe in that sort of stuff, then he has done the right thing, you know, getting the contract tonight. But yeah, and anyway, you know, Petrov as well, he hasn't been performing as well as we like to have hoped he would. You know, I mean, you know, there was high hopes for him, surely. I mean, coming up against Kubica, you know, I mean, you know, but he hasn't beaten Kubica yet this season, I don't think. You know, but he has got 6 points under his belt. It's not very much, but you know, 6 points to Petrov, 6th place to Kubica in the standings. So, you know, they're quite a way apart at the moment. You know, Kubica, no, Renault only have 1 driver scoring points. I think maybe if they had if Petrov had scored points in many of the earlier races this season, then Renault might well be 4th in the constructors. They might even, well, no, I don't know. They might be on the back bottom of Mercedes, about a couple of points, 2, 3, 4 points behind or something. But you know, I don't know. You know, you can't know this stuff for certain. I mean, it was a shame for Petrov about Turkey. It really was. I mean, you know, I was looking forward to a double Renault points situation, but that didn't happen. Anyway, and you know, and of course Barrichello's quite quick at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. So you know, watch out for him. Watch out for the might be, might not be McLaren rivalry, and you know, just is it going to be 2-0 to Lewis Hamilton in terms of British Grand Prix wins? Is it going to be 1-1 after this? Is it going to still be 1-0 to, you know, what's going to happen? It's an unpredictable weekend, it really is. So you know, I highly recommend watching it on the BBC, probably because it's the only channel I can watch it on. So yes, well, cue The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, if you will. It's going to be a good weekend.